Hey guys, my name is Mason, and welcome back to Mason Zero MTG. Tonight, I'm having a few friends over and we're going to draft my cube. I've been working on this cube for almost a year and a half, gradually, slowly adding and taking out things, making it bigger, making it better, and today I'm finally going to play it for real for the first time. So I hope you all enjoy. I'm going to film some of the draft as well as some of the games. Let me know what you think. Alright, I'm going to be commentating the draft here. That's me, Mason, on the left, and James is on the right side of the screen. We've each opened our first packs. Mine contains an Dragon Lord Ojutai and Goblin Rabblemaster, which are the ones I'm most excited about. There's also a number of other pretty good cards like Felidar Guardian and Nevinyrral's Disc. James's pack is less good. Karmic Guide is a big pick for him. There's also a Johnny, which is what he ends up picking eventually, but there's some very interesting cards in that pack. So I settle on the Rabblemaster, which is a pretty clear pick. I think if I go into Goblins, it's going to be really strong. So James eventually settles on a Johnny, Caller of the Pride. A mono-colored Planeswalker is a great first pick. I'm immediately drawn to this green card over here, Witchstalker. It has hexproof, which is great. Staying on color, I don't have a lot of options. James has opened up a great pack with Oketra as well as Liliana Vess as the first two cards he sees. The dragon is also great. You can see I'm immediately attracted to Karmic Guide as well, but going between that and the hexproof, James has Muldrifter there. I don't envy him on this pack. He's also got a Righteous Confluence, Bloodstained Champion, Nyx Fleece Ram, just some very solid creatures, especially to get into for different strategies. So I take the Witchstalker. I think having a hexproof creature is going to be a really big asset. James settles on the Oketra the True, and honestly I can't blame him. That is a serious bomb. So coming into my pack, I see a few options. The Thunderbreak Regent is immediately attractive being in red. It's a big flyer. You can see James looking at a couple warriors. There's some decent ones in that pack. The Glory Bound is a very strong card, especially being in Standard at the moment. The memories of that strong card are pretty clear. Looks like I'm torn between a couple dragons, and there's also a goblin in there. Considering switching strategies if I need to, ended up taking the dragon. James takes the Glory Bound Initiate, which I think is a great pick. He's had 3 solid white picks in a row. Now, I easily snap up the Goblin Pile Driver. I take a look at what else is in the pack, but it's a pretty clear pick to me. I got the Goblin Rabblemaster. The Pile Driver is great if I can start pumping out Goblin tokens. I do consider the rest of the pack. James is eyeing that Soldier that makes Warrior tokens with its Outlast ability. Pretty strong if he wants to go into white. I obviously end up taking the Goblin. It's easily the best card if I'm going to commit to Goblins. It's a little early right now, only a few picks in, but I'm going to want that card if I do end up going into the strategy. Looks like James takes the Felidar Guardian. Solid value card for blinking something. Looks like he's going to change his mind, evaluate what he has so far. Certainly it being white fits into what he's doing. But, Bloodbraid Elf is something he's considering. Definitely a splash in a couple colors, and he's going to take it. Think about doing some Naya here. So, back to my original pack. I see the Cyclonic Rift. Some of the cards I was looking at before. Obviously, Searing Blaze looks good. Ulrich is an interesting prospect. I'm considering it just because red is something I'm already in, green is something I might go into. Ulrich is pretty good. Seems like the best card in the pack for what I'm doing. James takes the extra combat step guy. Taking a look at this next pack, I am immediately drawn to the Burnished Heart because I'm looking for some mana fixing. I think that'd be a good choice. James is thumbing through cards. He knows he's in white, so he's trying to see if there's any other good white cards to pick up. I'm looking at that Ancestral Mask, seeing if I want to take a different route. There's really a lot of different choices at this point, partway through the draft. I'm thinking combat, so Dynacharge is my pick. James considers the Righteous Confluence ends up taking it. Solid pick for sure. So I'm seeing a lot of black cards. Not quite sure if I want to go into that yet. But this pack is heavily black, almost entirely black. Obviously, I and the Planeswalker. Looks like neither I nor James are super confident in taking a pick from this pack. I take the removal in the Fleshbag Marauder, thinking that I might go into black. James considers the Gutter Snipe. At this point, he's taken a red card in addition to all the white cards, so I'm sure he's considering going into red at this point. Takes the Warrior, opting for maybe some Warrior Tribal. So obviously I see the Goblin there, consider taking it, put it right to the front. James sees some solid white cards, but I also have some black Goblins in my pack. Considering I took that black pick, considering it, James sees a lot of powerful white stuff. He's got that thing that makes Warriors. Almost takes the Felidar Guardian again, but changes his mind. And ends up taking it. So now I'm left with no red picks, just green. The Imperious Perfect I almost took before. James designed that Ancestral Mask. Kind of seeing what's going on here. I take the removal spell. This time I'm not going to let the Burnished Heart go around. I'm going to take that. James takes the Thopter Engineer. I see a ton of black cards knowing I'm in black. James sees nothing that fits into his strategy right now. I'm excited about the dragon that gets pumps stuff up. When creatures enter the battlefield, I'm going to end up taking that. James isn't too certain yet. He sees the Fixing Land, takes it. Definitely a solid pick at the moment. Luckily, all these cards are in my colors. It's just a matter of picking which one. I have a removal spell and I have a Goblin. James taking a look at his picks so far, seeing that he's got white and black, and of course some red and some green. James seeing a lot of white cards here. Ends up taking the Soldier. This time I take the Perfect because it is pretty much the only card in my colors. These are just kind of the last few picks of the pack. I'm not in blue, so I take the other card. James sees a Planeswalker and a Goblin. Planeswalker is the better choice here, certainly, even if he's not going to play it. Better to make sure I'm not playing it. This is a pretty clear sign at this point that black is not being played. Someone's definitely going to move into black as we go into the next couple packs. So as you can see, I have a big assortment of cards, mostly red and green. So open up this pack. Smuggler's Copter goes straight to the front. Solid pick. I think if I don't pick it, someone else is going to. Savage Ventmaw is on top for James. Would have been something great for my deck as well. I also have some solid red cards. There's that Dinosaur there. There's the enchantment creature that gives everything trample. There's really some good cards in this pack. And James has Splinter Twin and Mirror Battlesphere. He once again has opened an excellent pack of cards. I'm strongly considering the Dinosaur, but that Smuggler's Copter is very hard to pass up. I know the Dinosaur might wheel, but Smuggler's Copter I don't think is going to make it around because it can really just go into any deck and will provide a lot of value. James is deciding between Splinter Twin and a few other powerful cards. There's really a lot going on there. I take the Copter over the Monstrosaur, pass it to James. Looks like he's still strongly considering the Splinter Twin, but faced with a lot of other cards. I open the next pack, see some things I'm excited about, and what I didn't know here is that the Midnight Guard was in that pack with Splinter Twin in this other pack. But then I see Krenko. It's an easy pick. I'm in Goblins. He's going to make a ton of Goblins. Best card in the pack for my deck, hands down. So that was not a difficult pick. James, however, still facing a pack of extremely powerful cards. Takes the Splinter Twin, hoping to get something out of it. Takes his next pack, sees the Monstrosaur. He's in red, so that's probably very attractive to him right off the bat. Going into my pack, not seeing anything super exciting. Filigree Familiar is nice. Eldritch Evolution is nice. Coat of Arms is nice, and Simon Goblins. Being in Tribal makes that card really good. Siege Rhino, of course, is good, but completely not in my colors. A lot of very tempting cards here. James also sees Presence of Gond, which with the Midnight Guard goes infinite as well, along with Splinter Twin. James takes the Charging Monstrosaur. Can't blame him for that one. Next pack, I see the Savage Ventmaw, which is extremely tempting to me, but there's a Goblin Assault in the pack as well. You know, a lot of attractive things. Grim Lavamancer, also tempting. James has seen Sunscorch Regent, Midnight Guard. Powerful cards. The Midnight Guard, he already has Splinter Twin. I'm confident in the Goblin Assault. Getting an extra Goblin every turn sounds great. Better than the 6 extra mana on attack. Even though that card is very good as well, I'm hoping that it wheels, being 2 colors. James takes the Midnight Guard, opting for the combo route here. Takes his next pack. Puts Filigree Familiar to the front. Artifacts obviously being very easy to put into any deck. Filigree Familiar is just all value. Opening up my pack, I see the Faithless Looting and the Presence of Gond, both very good picks. Being in red-green, I want to make a lot of tokens, so Presence of Gond is tempting, but I also don't want to get screwed on having too many or too few lands, making Faithless Looting seem like a pretty decent option. It's a cheap spell, provides a lot of filtering, something that my deck will need if I start flooding out. James goes for the bounce land in green-white, Selesnya Sanctuary. Back to that pack with the Savage Ventmaw and Mirror Battlesphere. A lot of good options for him here. Also the Armada Worm. He did just take that green-white bounce land. So there's a lot of good picks for him here in the sort of Naya colors that he is starting to put himself into. Takes the Savage Ventmaw, really wants all that extra mana to work with in his post-combat main phase. Going into the next pack, I don't see anything super exciting, but the Hasty Mana Dork in green looks pretty good. I'm going to be casting a lot of creature spells. I snap him off pretty quickly. James taking a look at his pack. Nothing quite as exciting in his colors. Takes the Signet, it looks like. Smart pick. Fixing is very important, and in this cube there is a lot of it. I'm looking back and forth at the cards in this pack, not seeing anything super exciting except for the Coat of Arms. James looks like he's considering the Tri-Land. Takes it. I realize I haven't gotten too much fixing yet, so I'm looking at the Golgari Signet. I take the Golgari Signet knowing that I'm a little bit in black as well. James, going big, takes the Siege Rhino, staying very open in his colors. I see that Presence of Gond again, and I take it, considering just going wide instead of specific on tribal tokens. James eyeing his pack, taking a look at that Grim Lavamancer. Curdape is tempting for me, as is the Fight Bear. I think that I'm light on removal so far, so I take the Fight Bear. Some decent picks for James here in green. He takes the Harmonize. Curdape for James. Since he is in both red and green, Curdape is a decent low drop. Thinking of changing his mind. Sluglash Spider is also an interesting card. Opening up my pack, I see essentially nothing in my colors except for a land. Or I can take Bone Horde as an artifact. And I do. Against graveyard decks, it could be a pretty good equipment. This time I take the Lavamancer. Doesn't really fit with my strategy, but it's a good value card in red. Sangromancer is my pick this time around. I don't intend to play it, but interesting card. James conflicted on what to pick so far. Pretty much just have some burn and removal. Nothing too exciting in these last couple picks. And then we're on to pack 3. James reviewing his picks of many colors, me reviewing my picks. I am solidly in Jund, hoping to get some more goblins in pack 3. So pretty powerful things off the bat. I see a Sire of Stagnation, Primal Command, Ankle Shanker. James sees a Genesis Hydra. You know, there's a lot of things. My eyes are immediately drawn to the Hell Rider, as I'm going to be going wide. So opponent taking a damage for each creature that's attacking seems like a pretty good prospect. There really isn't anything else in the pack that excites me as much as the Hell Rider. So snap off the Hell Rider. James opting for land in the Golgari Bounce Land, Golgari Rot Farm. Next pack, Rishkar on top of my pack, which is tempting. Being in green, needs some more ramp. James sees a Burning Tree Emissary. I'm actually on board the train for Tysis. Very interesting removal spell. Could potentially be a high impact. I need removal, so I take it. James focusing on lands with the Naya Tri-Land here. Being in green-red, I'm immediately attracted to a few things, particularly the Burning Tree Emissary. But again, removal in Mizium Mortars looking good. James sees some black cards that could be good. I'm tempted by the copy and instant sorceries, but it's a Mizium Mortars for removal. James taking a warrior here. Cathari Bomber is the obvious pick for me. Red and black. Makes goblins. It's a pretty easy pick. Doing exactly what I want to do. James is in a lot of colors at the moment, so he has a lot of options. Putting that Primal Command to the front. Also reading the Ankle Shanker here. And Assemble the Legion, which is another very, very strong card. Takes the Assemble the Legion, solidly in his main colors of Naya. Gonna potentially get him a lot of tokens here. I get this pack again, nothing looks particularly great. Pretty much anything worthwhile would involve splashing into a different color. But the Primal Command is interesting. Pyroclasm is interesting. James seeing some solid cards in both green and white. Lots of great options for him. I'm looking at the black counterspell. Looks like he's taking that Rishkar. I go ahead and take Dash Hopes. Being tribal, I see the Vanquisher's banner there. Considering it with not really any other good cards coming around in this pack. Couldn't really tell what James took there. Considering that enchantment, the Zombie Infestation, considering the Hydra, I end up taking the Hydra. I look at the Chimera, realize that I haven't really taken any great creatures yet that I could pull off of it. But the Handweir Garrison, it really goes with my theme of making tokens, pumping out 2 tokens every time it attacks. It's a pretty clear pick out of this pack, seeing as I don't have any other big creatures to copy. James takes the Griffin Guide enchantment. Here I just have some black cards to choose from. Stinkweed Imp comes to the front. Not really playing Graveyard. Spiteful Returned looks a little better. James is deciding between some colors that he's in. Considers a land. Almost picks the Mardu Tri-Land. Comes back to that Ankle Shanker. Pretty much the only thing for me here is the Tri-Land, which really for me is just a dual land. Red and black. I'm not playing white. James's pack features another green-white land, which could be great for him. Along with Soul Snare for some creature removal. Ends up in the green-white land. Makes sense. Again, seeing a lot of black in my pack here. Take the Vanquisher's banner. Now I have that and Coat of Arms, making my tribal deck potentially explosive, and I can tune it around either of those cards. James looking at that Chimera, thinking if he might have a creature he can turn it into. But taking out that Sunhome Guildmage from the back. Great card for going wide. And he takes it. Down to the last 5 cards of the packs. I took the Chimera purely because it's just in my colors. James gets a second chance at that Ankle Shanker, seeing if he wants to do that splash. Picks it pretty easy. I take the only on-color card in my pack in Disciple of Griselbrand. Here, there's not much for me. The land doesn't do me any good, and I'm not in blue for the Arcane Savant. I'm not super stoked about Pyroclasm since all my creatures are going to be small, but I take it just in case. James looking at that Rune Chanter's Pike and a couple black enchantments. Takes one of them. Takes the enchantment, leaving me with the Mirari. So that was all of the picks in this draft. Some pretty interesting cards, and let's see how everyone's deck turned out. So I drafted what I'm going to call mono-red Jund Goblins. It's mostly red deck with some green and some black. I've got all the best Goblin cards like Goblin Rabblemaster and Krenko, Goblin Assault. Basically the idea is just to pummel my opponent with Goblins and other value creatures. Ulrich of the Crown Horde is kind of a big finisher. Get really big there at the end. Thunderbreak Regent, hard to remove, things like that. So yeah, basically just beat down. And of course, Smuggler's Copter for extra value.
So I drafted a black-green, splashing blue, graveyard-themed deck. And I even have some Delirium theme from the Shadows over Innistrad block. Some of my graveyard cards, or cards that allow me to get things into the graveyard, include Vessel of Nascency, Nyx Weaver, and Autumnal Gloom. And the payoff cards for having things in my graveyard are things like Spider Spawning and Unburial Rites, Scavenging Ooze, and Avatar of Woe. And then I have just some good value creatures like Desecration Demon and Ronus and so forth.
Alright, so I think my primary way to win, especially after the first match, is Arcane Savant casting Cruel Ultimatum. So, but if I can't get that out, I have a fair amount of removal, although most of it's white, so it's enchantment removal, or creatures like Fiend Hunter. And some good enters the battlefield effects like Muldrifter, and also playing Man of War. And then I just started the draft basically by drafting a bunch of 5-drops. So I drafted like Dragonlord Ojitai and Karmic Guide.
A Johnny?
And Avacyn. And to help me get there, in addition to the removal, Brainstorm, and then Skull Clamp.
+1 a Johnny.
And I can Skull Clamp along with
+1/+1.
The
And that's
white 1-drop that when you outlast creates a 1/1 warrior.
Proctor Engineer.
So then I can just Skull Clamp that and get through some cards that way.
So it becomes a 2/4.
So it's pretty much just like a blue-white
pass the
control
turn.
deck, essentially trying to get to 5 or 6 mana, so I can cast either my big 5-drops or Arcane Savant.
Alright, so my deck out of Mason's Cube
this is a 4/5
is,
vigilance
I actually ran 4 colors. I'm going red, white, and green with a splash of
Yours
black.
is actually a 2/3.
It
Right.
primarily is pretty
I just wanna rub
aggressive
that
with
in
like
a little
big
bit.
hard-hitting fast creatures that are cheap. And I also have some token generation. And the
Pass.
black splash is for some big cards like Siege Rhino and Ankle Shanker. There's also the Splinter Twin combo in my deck. I ended up drafting Splinter Twin with what's that? Midnight Guard, yeah. Which is an infinite combo to create an infinite amount of creatures with haste. So, yeah, that's my deck.
16.
Yeah, right.
16.
Oh, 6/8.
Yeah.
I rolled
8. Sure.
5.
Alright.
I got it.
I cut that.
Alright, I will cut this.
I will be on the play.
5.
So are you
Okay,
filling
okay.
this?
Alright.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So
I'll put on my best.
Good luck, my friend.
You too.
I got that card, and I think I put in some card that draws 3 cards, and I ended up killing myself in a couple games.
Oh,
just because
really?
I had too much card draw.
I will keep.
Yeah, I'll keep this as well.
Okay, let's
I
play
will keep.
Okay.
Island. Go ahead.
Alright.
Land, go.
Mountain go.
Forest. Vessel of Nascency.
Vivid
Pass.
Meadow,
Sure.
and then
Yeah.
I'll borrow this.
Okay.
Comes in play 10.
This is true.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's do swamp and
Yeah. Swamp. Go ahead. All 4 colors. Turn 2.
Alright,
Feeling good.
Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna suspend Tysus. Suspend 5.
5. Okay.
Go ahead.
Sack the vessel,
You know what it does?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
revealing the top 4 cards.
I guess I'll say go.
Okay. Land.
Putting
Your counter.
Yep. Okay, so
these into my
it's a
graveyard.
mountain.
You put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land in
And
your
this
hand.
into, and this. Oh, so
Goblin
yeah,
Soul.
and
Okay.
this into my
Go
hand.
Yep.
Make sure I did that
Goblin
right.
number 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
And pass the turn.
I have to discard. I'll discard Fairy Artisans and say go.
Okay. I'm worried you have some sort of recursion strategy going on, but I'm hoping you're just mana screwed. Sorry, Goblin.
Yeah, and the suspend.
And suspend. And then... Wow, that's... And then, mountain... Form.
Right.
Alright, tap 2 for Golgari Signet.
Sure.
Green and a red.
Yep.
For Burning Tree Emissary.
Yep.
Green and a red and colors.
I will
For
swing with
Combat
1/1.
Celebrant.
All right.
Yeah.
19.
And then I will tap 2
Okay.
for anti-snitch for its prowl cost
And-
because I dealt combat damage
Go
to a
ahead.
player with a goblin or a rogue.
Okay.
Tap 3/1 can't block. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
All right. I'm playing it.
Awesome.
Swamp. Filigree Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Gain 2 life.
Mirror entity.
Sure.
Go ahead.
22 to 20.
Alright. Spend comes off.
And pass the turn.
Take your goblin. Okay, that's it. Okay.
It's a 23, right? You're at 23?
22.
22.
Alright. Ulrich of the Crown Horde.
Sure.
I will give my anti-snitch +4/+4.
Okay.
And then I'll go to combat.
Red
Sure.
and a
Oh my
white
God.
for Sunhome Guild Mage.
All right. Well,
Yep.
I'll block the snitch and take
Sure.
2.
Yep.
And
Going to 17.
pass the turn.
Pass turn.
Okay.
Untap. Draw.
Planes.
Yep.
I'll read this for a
Sure.
second.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, I remember what it does in for a second. Fights, right? Yeah. Fight an unreal.
I'll play Faith's Fetters.
Yeah.
And game 4, go to 21.
Sounds good.
And then I'll say go.
Go to 1 suspend. Goblin token. There we go.
Spend 3 for a morph creature.
Beast Color Savant.
So it's a
Sure.
2/2.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And then
And
tap it
pass.
for red, whatever.
Sure.
Tap 2. Goblin
gonna start?
Master.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 1 red.
Mhm.
Making all the
First
goblin
fighting
tokens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Rattle Call Mystic.
so I
With
guess
it,
I'll
you get to
go to
3.
combat.
Wow.
So we go to combat.
All right.
1/1.
Not happy about that first.
Yep.
He does not have haste himself,
Right.
so
7.
yes.
All right.
Yep. Okay.
14.
Go ahead.
Green.
Yep.
Bloodbraid Elf.
Sure. Cascade.
Cascade.
Okay. Midnight Guard. Cast it without paying its mana cost.
What?
Whenever another creature is battlefield, untap. Okay.
I just put those on top.
So put them. You have to put them on bottom in a random order, I believe.
Okay, so it was plains and a mountain.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll play Man of War
Okay,
and bounce the Rabble Master.
sounds good.
I'm gonna move to combat.
Sure.
And then I'll say go.
Okay,
Yep.
use 4 life. Tap. And get a goblin.
Swing for 2.
Sure.
Tap.
Block.
Yeah,
Draw a
that's
card.
fine.
Okay.
Because you get 1 more Goblin when you play Rebel Master.
Say go.
Yep, yeah. There's that.
Yeah, I just missed a couple turns, but that was
Yeah.
enough.
Yep.
Okay, I'll be on the play.
Yeah, for sure. We got going on here. Sure.
Yeah, this is fine.
Go.
Mountain, Faithless Looting. Boy, did I need it. Alright. That's not what I wanted. Discarding Nature's Way and Dizzy Borders.
Alright.
Pass.
Chancery?
Yeah.
Go.
Swamp. Pile Driver.
Sure.
That is why I'm
2
assuming
plus
Splinter Twin is
0.
banned in modern.
Which other attacking power? Okay.
Yeah. And probably, yeah.
There's still combos you can get in modern.
Oh yeah.
I'll play an island. I'll say go.
I will keep.
I will maul.
Okay.
Shimmering Grotto.
Sure.
Rabble Master.
Sure.
Go to combat.
Hang on.
Okay, yeah.
Play Cyclonic Rift.
Yep.
And bounce the Rabble Master.
Yeah. Okay, I'll attack for 1.
Yes. 19.
Go ahead.
I will play an island. And then I will just take off.
Okay. Bottom.
Something hollow. Go.
Go ahead.
Hellrider?
Scavenging Ooze.
Oh yeah, you love
How's
the
it?
ooze.
I love the ooze.
You got the use.
Sure.
Okay, combat.
Go ahead.
Deceiver Exarch.
Yeah. Or,
He has haste, right? Yeah.
yes, he does. Yes,
Then
tap
yes,
him.
I'll tap him down.
Yeah, okay. I'll go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing
Alright.
for 1, and then
And so I'll take 2.
you take 2, yeah.
Sure. 17.
Go ahead.
Mid meadow.
Combat.
Yep.
Attacking for 2.
No blocks.
Okay. 20 to 18.
Actually, you're not going to play Vivid Meadow. It's okay.
Forest. And.
Muldrifter.
Yeah.
Draw 2.
Hard cast. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I learned there's a combo with evoke
Go ahead.
cards and Elder Deep Fiend.
No
So he has
perfect
flash,
mana
you
this
can
time.
evoke, cast Elder Deep Fiend with
With Emerge.
Emerge, and then
Combat.
sacrifice it
Attack
because
for
it's
2.
not
No blocks.
sacrificed yet with the ability to
Okay.
stack. So
Swamp.
I don't know. I just learned that the other day.
Saves
Thought
a
that was
couple
interesting.
Desecration
mana.
Demon.
Gross. At the
6,
beginning of
6.
each combat, any opponent may... Yeah, I'm familiar with that card.
Forced.
Mm-hmm.
And pass.
Ulrich Growling Horde?
Sure.
Alright. Trigger. Yep. Combat?
Yep.
So,
I'll double block Hellrider. I'll take 2
right,
first.
take 2, yeah. Go to 15.
Yeah, and then I'll double block Hellrider.
Right, and then take 5.
And take 5, so I'll go to 10.
10. Alright.
And I assume you're going to kill
Yeah,
Drifter.
Drifter, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, go ahead.
Sunhome Guildmage.
Sure.
Planes.
Go ahead.
This would be a great time for Arcane Savant.
Let's do 5.
That's 6, I think.
It is 6.
Tapping
Let's
one.
do that with that one. Let's do 5. That's
Okay.
better. And I did play a land.
For Vessel of Nascency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Arcane Savant.
Hey, there you go.
And I'll cast Scroll.
Playing a forest.
Alright. So, sacrifices a creature. Discards 3 cards, loses 5 life. Yep.
Okay, so you get a 15.
Moving to combat.
Alright,
Um,
I return a creature from my graveyard to my hand.
If you
Mulch
care,
Drifter.
this is what I
Go
was
ahead.
discarding.
Oh,
If you care.
Attacking for 6 in the air.
that's what you're discarding?
Okay.
How many cards do you have left in hand? None?
3, yeah.
Oh, that was it. Okay,
That
I
was
didn't
it,
know how
yeah.
many you had.
Yep.
Okay, I'll return Mull Drifter.
Sounds good.
I'll draw 3.
Yep.
I'll gain 5.
Yep, up to 15. Seems good.
And then.
John, he cast it.
6, 7,
He
Did
did the
it.
cruel ultimatum.
Yeah.
Alright, then I have 9, so I got to discard.
Sasquatch.
Sure.
Recruiter. And pass.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'll discard an island and a
Tap 3,
plains.
does top card you like,
Okay.
reveal a creature card
And
and
then-
then put the rest of the body like
Alright.
in the order.
That seems
And
pretty
if no
good.
spells were cast last turn, transform.
like it.
Yeah, that's good.
What's the backside do?
That becomes a 3/3 werewolf, and my creature spells cost 1 less to cast.
Got it. Unearth Cathari Bomber. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, yeah, I'll unearth Cathari Bomber.
Sure,
For 5, yeah.
sure.
Okay. And then I will go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
So, hit number 2.
Just that one, sure. I go to 13.
Yeah.
And then I discard a card.
No,
Oh, no, that's
I
the other
sacrifice it and create 2 1/1s.
Oh, okay.
And he's exiled because I unearthed.
Because you unearthed it.
Yeah, so.
Charging monster sword.
And then.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Okay, end of turn.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then
Vessel.
Mm-hmm.
pass the turn. I
Okay.
didn't. This was not cast. It was a
Reveal.
cast spell,
Sure.
so he transforms.
And what happens when you
He's
transform?
a 6/6 that fights one of your creatures.
So that's in my upkeep.
Yes, in your upkeep. So
He's a 6/6.
respond if you want.
Cards in hand.
Yeah, I do want to.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
think I will.
Sounds good.
Putting these 3
I'll tap 5.
Mm-hmm.
into my graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
I guess technically yes.
So I do
Archangel
have
has
Delirium.
triggers on the stack. Yeah. Okay.
Untap.
Yep. So it transforms. I guess because of that I'll have him fight the smallest guy. So
Yep.
1
Draw
damage
for
marked on
turn.
him.
Okay.
This one go to your hand.
Then I will draw
Oh,
for
yeah,
turn.
sorry.
Pretty good.
Cool.
And then I will play
Playing
Vision
a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Tapping 6 for Anna Battle Mage. Anna Battle Mage. I'm paying the
Go ahead.
2 and a blue kicker cost.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to discard 3 cards.
Gross. Gross. So gross.
I'll flashback Faithless Looting for 3.
Mhm.
Let's do it like that. Draw 2, discard 2. Oh boy, that's unhelpful.
3 cards. I don't want to discard 3 cards.
I know you don't. That's why I did it.
All my cards
3
are
seems like
good
so many for that
cards.
cost.
Yeah, 3 seems like a lot. All my cards are
Swamp
good
and
cards.
Forest. I'll discard.
I
Swamp.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I would discard.
And then suspend Tysus.
Sure.
has far indestructible or doesn't have trample. Go ahead.
Archangel's not indestructible though.
Oh, that's right.
You
Yeah,
can-
but you can still block with anything. so,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. All right.
Untap.
Okay.
Draw.
Moving to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Any-
No, I'm taking. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Attacking for 6.
Yeah, no blocks. Go to 4.
Okay. And passive turn.
What do you think about Monster Store? Cube worthy?
I think it's fun. I think it made me happy when I saw it come around. I was like, oh, that's cool. Look at your monster. It's not an amazing
Yeah.
card, but it's fun. It's
Solid
it fits.
red beater.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go to combat. I'll attack with Archangel Knives.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to have it in any red deck.
Okay. Then I will.
Sorry, that was.
You have 11.
Yeah, sorry, I actually moved the wrong die.
I'll tap 3. Fiend Hunter. Exiling
Yeah.
Splinter
Ulrich.
Twin
Uh-oh.
on Monster Sword.
Seems good.
Go.
Okay. Sorry, I just don't.
It's cool. So tap the creature,
Yeah.
get a copy of the creature.
Creature.
That
Okay.
exiles at the end of the next end step.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Counter ticks off.
Yep.
And
Mountain.
moving to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Pasture.
Before combat,
Your end step brainstorm.
tap to
Yep.
make
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
tap to make a copy of Monster Sword.
Yeah.
Sack Monster Sword's tap.
Yeah.
Desecration Demon.
Yeah. Got it.
Alright, I'll put these 2 back.
Okay.
Untap.
Draw.
Play Plains.
It's pretty much my only chance with the Desecration Demon right now. But I can't. I still don't win. Good game.
Attack. Okay.
Yep. It was torn between Glory Bound to try to get the life back, or Splinter Twin to try to have a sack outlet for Desecration Demon.
Alright, I'm gonna go to combat.
Sure.
I'll attack with everyone.
So you had lands, just not the right color. You
Until
need white. You need
until I got the white. Yeah.
I'll do that.
And then you take 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Going to 5. Okay. And then the goblin dies.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Good go.
We got a
Splitter?
Split.
I guess split sleeve. Okay.
Do you have an extra?
You can just take any card from the cube and just replace it.
Or one of the lands.
Yeah, or one of the lands. It's fun too.
I'll tap 3.
Okay.
I'll play Mana War.
Sure.
I'll return Arcane
Okay.
Savant.
Yeah,
I'll
that
cast Arcane
seems.
Savant.
That's-
And cast Cruel Ultimate
Okay.
again.
That seems good.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, just lose. Yeah. Right.
Todd.
That's
I
pretty
know I'm
good.
going to lose to him.
Sure.
I will keep.
Me too.
This seems keepable. I'll keep it.
I'll try.
Okay.
Opulent
That would go.
Palace.
Mm-hmm.
It's black, green, or blue. Pass.
Forest. Smoker's Copter.
Ooh.
Go.
Alright.
Selesnya Sanctuary. Enter
Yeah.
tap.
Look at those
Passing
banned
Plains.
cards in
Okay.
here.
Go ahead.
I'll discard and say go.
Okay. I need a creature to crew the copter, so we'll see what happens. Alright. Shimmering Grotto.
Sure.
Rabo Master.
Sylvan
He's a
Advocate.
creature.
2/3 Vigilance. If I control 6 or more lands, it
Oh,
gets
crew.
+2,
Yep.
+2.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
yeah,
pass.
combat, make a 1/1.
Yep.
Swing for 4, I will draw and discard,
Sure.
I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Go ahead.
Discard the Mad Outpost.
Sure.
And then
Play Swamp.
I have
to-
16
Move to combat.
Yep. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Attacking for
points.
2.
No blocks.
Nyx Fleece Ram.
Okay.
Yeah, seems good.
20 to 18.
That seems pretty decent.
Not great, but
Good. It's a good blocker against your line.
yeah.
Can't hurt. Alright, let's do Mountain.
Sure.
Scavenging News.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Jungle Shrine. Go ahead.
Okay. Drop return.
Crew the copter.
Yep.
Flashback Marauder.
Sure.
I'll sack Goblin.
Sure.
Forest.
Combat.
Yep.
Get a Goblin.
Combat. Attacking for
What,
4.
3, 4,
No
5,
blocks.
6.
7.
Yeah, and I will
Go to
draw and
14.
discard.
All right.
Discarding
Before damage
Silver's
effect.
Blast.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's game.
Okay. Game.
Yep.
Before damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. 6.
Red and green.
Yeah.
Burning tree.
Sure.
This party's definitely going to be in the video, right?
Oh, yeah, for
Where
sure.
we're rolling.
For sure. Oh my god. Now it has to be.
Blessing Sanctuary.
Yep.
Alright, alright.
Alright,
You got it.
I will be on the play.
Sounds good.
Um,
Good luck.
Good luck.
go ahead. I wish I could have used that mana for something.
I'm going to keep.
I got no
Please.
lands. So I'm gonna not keep
Okay.
those. Going 6.
Rashmi.
I wanted that.
Oh boy.
Whenever you
Such a
cast your
good card.
first spell each turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card with converted mana cost less than that spell's, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Okay, so you cast a 5-drop. If it costs 5 or less, no, 4 or less, you can cast it without paying its mana cost.
Otherwise, I just get it in my hand.
Otherwise, that seems real good.
It is good. It is good. Don't do anything to it. Go ahead.
I think of all the color pairs, green blue is my favorite in this cube, just based on some of
Yeah.
the cards.
I just like
Usually works
green,
pretty well.
blue, period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'll keep this and scry. Ooh. That's so good. Okay, I'll keep it on top.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I will play
Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2,
Opulent Palace and pass the
3,
turn.
4, 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Swamp, go.
For Righteous Confluence,
Sure.
1 is going to be exile target enchantment.
Sure.
Getting back Rishkar.
Yep.
Counters on Rishkar and this dude.
Savage Lands.
Sure.
And then
Tapping
the other
for black.
2 are going to be knights.
Bloodsoak Champion.
Yeah.
Pass the
Okay.
turn.
2 knights.
Okay.
There's
Mountain.
that. 2 of those bad boys.
Okay.
Suspend Tysis. Suspend
And
5.
Okay. Okay, so we're done.
then I'm going to move to combat and swing for 3.
Okay.
Sure. That's fine.
Pass
I'll do
turn.
17.
And pass the turn.
Combat.
Yeah.
Attacking for 2.
Sure.
Island. Tap 3. Play Mana War. With that on the stack. Rashmi triggers.
Yeah, what mana war?
And return target creature within his hand.
Okay.
So I'll reveal this.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a non-land card, so I'll just put it into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Forest.
I will
Yep.
bounce one of your knights.
Mm-hmm.
Nyx Weaver.
Sure.
Then I will
Pass the
tap
turn.
1 to put
Right.
And so it begins.
skill clip on that.
Let's
It's a
hope you wait and see
3-1.
if the million
Mhm.
starts. Forest.
Go ahead.
Burnished Heart.
Yep.
Go.
Untap.
Yeah.
Upkeep.
Now.
Mill. Forest. Scavenging Ooze.
Oh. Poor ooze.
Canopy Vista.
Draw for turn.
Yeah.
So green, white,
Combat.
and 1.
Attack.
I don't want to go like that. I want to go
So,
green, white,
yeah, I'll take 4.
green,
Okay.
white, and 1.
Okay.
2. Armada Worm.
Sure.
I forgot that I needed one token too.
Yeah, it's down there in the green section.
Okay.
Bridal Claw Mystic.
Sure.
Pass a turn.
Counter comes off. It's at the end of the green.
No.
It's in there somewhere. I think it's by the beasts. I just saw it earlier. It should be in there somewhere.
Sorry, Todd.
It's alright.
This is why our game took so long. I was just looking for tokens the entire time.
I'll go to combat.
Yep. No blocks.
Okay.
There it
Take
is.
2.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
Second main.
Yep.
Sack.
Yep.
Good. 2 basics on the battlefield tap. I'll get
draw
a
2
forest.
2, 3.
And
Go ahead.
Right, end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast Brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
forest
And
and
Rashmi will
mountain.
trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll
Mhm.
just put that in my hand and then I'll resolve Brainstorm.
Seems good. Seems good.
And then I'll put 2 cards back on top of my library from Brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then I'll
And then,
untap.
Cool.
land for turn.
Yep.
And then I will draw.
Pass.
Surprise.
And tap. Upkeep. Mill 2.
Alright, let's do that.
Swamp. Watch Recruiter.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
Okay, you've got 2 tramplers and then some other some other stuff.
We're at 14.
One, two, three, 4. Faith's Fetters
Combat.
on the Armada Worm
Attack.
6.
Yeah.
Sure. I got 8.
and Rashmi trigger when I cast Faith's Fetters.
Mm-hmm.
Just drawing lands. Alright, so this resolves and I get
You got
4.
21.
And
Okay.
You can't
Spend
spend
2.
Can't attack or
For
block
Sylvan
once
Advocate.
activated
Sure.
abilities can't
And
be
pass.
activated. Okay.
Okay. Take your counter off.
Go ahead.
Okay. Alright. Main phase.
Yep.
Shrine.
Sulphurous Blast.
Sure.
3 damage to each creature and each player.
Okay.
So I go to 5. You go to 17.
Glory Mountain shit.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Tap. Draw.
Go ahead.
Um, I have 7.
On a Battle Mage.
Yep.
Place
2/2.
like
No
5
kicker
rest.
cost. And
Overloaded.
pass a turn.
To return everything to my hands.
Yeah, but Rashmi triggers first.
Jeez. Land.
Just drawing lands. Everything is gonna land.
Wow.
Yeah.
So hand, disappear. This goes back to your graveyard.
Right.
This goes to hand. This goes to hand. This goes to hand. This goes to hand. Sure.
Thunderbrave Regent.
Sure.
I'll take it.
I go to 15.
Go. Sometime I'll get to cast something off Rashmi and it will be great.
Go ahead.
But I don't know when that is.
Attack. Draw.
Shepherd Dunes.
Yep.
I'm playing Hour of Devastation. I don't know if you know that.
I see that.
Alright. How does this work?
Pass.
Okay. Destroy. Take 4.
Yep.
13.
Alright.
Combat.
Yep.
I'm gonna go red
'No blocks.
9.
and
Yep.
green.
Second main. Witch Stalker.
Yeah, hexproof. Cast a blue or black spell during the turn. Put a +1/+1 counter. Okay.
And Goblin Assault.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Red and green for Brain Training, sir.
Draw.
Yep. Adding 2 to my pool.
Essence Warden.
Sure.
Pass.
Okay.
Green, green. White, white. Yeah,
That's
green,
gonna
green.
negate my Goblin.
So green, green, white, white.
Oh yeah, so I get a Goblin. You get
Okay,
life.
so you still have the red floating.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay.
Yep.
Colorless. And the floating red for the worm.
Okay.
White and whatever for Glory Bound.
Sure.
And Sigo.
Let's do 2 mana. Nature's Way, targeting Thunderbreak Regent. Deals
planes.
damage. You get this power to
1, 2,
that guy.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
And he gains Vigilance and Trample.
Okay.
Desert Soul. Underwater Worm. I don't have a desert.
And then,
So-
Trigger.
Outrider?
Trigger there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not past this trigger.
Stuck on 3 lands.
And I'll keep.
9.
I will keep.
Okay.
11. All right.
Sounds good.
I'll be on the play.
Sounds alright.
Forest, go.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
Plains, Herald of Anafenza. Go.
Warriors. Okay, warriors.
Big tribal. It's weird that he's a soldier and not a warrior.
Right?
That is
It just doesn't make
incredibly
sense to
odd.
me. But,
Swamp.
yeah.
Rattleclaw Mystic.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep this.
And
Yeah, me too.
pass.
You don't
Okay.
want to morph him just to make me angry.
Alright.
I realize that really
Can't
the
be Vista
only thing
tapped,
that he's good
so
for
you go.
morphing is when you have a teamer deck. And you need 3
Oh.
colors to do something.
Faithful Salute.
Yeah.
Oh, no, last.
That's like draw 2, discard
Oh,
1.
okay. Oh.
And
Just
I'll
got
be a
two.
warrior.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
just
use-
just
Well, I better
filter
not
that
use
draw.
because I actually
Yeah.
do have like warrior
flashback, right?
synergies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not many, but and then I'll say go. So I'll get up at least one of those guys there.
We're going to discard Beast Crawler Savant and Sulphurous Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
2 for Glory Bound Initiate.
Sure.
Pass.
Dusk Watch.
Swamp. Copter.
Oh gosh.
Go ahead.
Copter's so good.
And pass.
It's tough.
We're gonna play land. And we're gonna go
Like
3
another warrior.
for Rishkar.
Okay.
Sure.
Counter on Rishkar, counter on
pretty
Glory
good.
Bound.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna move to combat. No
Yeah.
exerts, just
Then I'll play
swing
Azorius
for 4.
Chancery.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm
Pick up
16.
the planes.
Sure.
Pass turn.
Go.
And a turn.
Yeah.
I'll return this to your hand.
Okay.
Forest. Flashback Marauder. Trigger,
Mhm.
trigger on the stack or crew.
So hold on. When it
Enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature.
sure.
So obviously I'm sacking that.
Yeah, but in response you're crewing, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Who's more important to me? Dork or
Sure. Combat.
Mm-hmm.
Attack.
Combat.
I'll block.
Do I want to loot?
3 in the air, no blocks.
I will draw and discard.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do blocking ability.
Sure.
Discard, no mana post.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go ahead.
I go to 17.
Move that creature and put it in your hand.
Blood soaked. champion?
Sure.
Okay.
And I will play Forest.
Mm-hmm.
White,
And
green. So I'm taking a life for that
Pass.
white.
Sure.
16. 16. For Johnny.
Yeah.
Island.
I'm going to +1 to Johnny
Mm-hmm.
to put a
Dragon
counter on
Ojite.
Glory Bound Initiate.
Ugh. Yeah.
Go.
Swing for 5.
Sure.
Dragon Lord
11.
Ojitai.
Second main or whatever. I'm going to play Golgari Rot Farm.
Sure.
Bouncing Sheffidoon. Sorry, comes tapped. And say go.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Spending 6
Yeah. It's a very good
Okay.
sign.
for on a battle mage
Oh.
using its kicker cost, so you
Sure.
discard 3 cards.
Okay.
Thunderbreak Regent.
Mm-hmm.
1,
Oh, creep.
2,
What does Thunderbreak do?
3.
Flying whenever
And
dragon control
pass.
becomes target of spell ability and opponent controls, Thunderbreak Regent deals 3 damage to that player. Sure.
Combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing through.
Yeah.
No looting.
So now that's just
Me?
2/2, right?
Or Johnny?
Correct.
Okay.
You.
Okay.
I'll attack for 5.
I go to 13.
No blocks.
Master.
Go.
End of turn.
Yep.
I'm going to -3 to Johnny
Sure.
to give double striking flying. I'm going to swing and exert, so it'll be a 12 damage with lifelink.
Yeah.
Combat.
That's why I was wondering why you didn't hit him, because if you had, I wouldn't have been able to.
16.
I forgot.
I wouldn't have been able to hit him
Yeah, I forgot about that.
to the minus.
Spending 3 for
Keep.
Pulse and Barassa, returning a creature or land
Okay.
card
I
Uh,
get 6, huh?
by getting 6 life.
I get 16.
Not keeping.
Okay.
Okay.
Spending 3
Yep.
for Dark Impostor.
Yep.
And pass.
Cube is so good.
Play the Vivid Meadow.
Cube is really
Cube
fun.
is so good.
And let's have 3. I'll play Banishing Light.
And it's a
Sure.
good way. I mean, all the
Dark
cards that
Imposter.
you collect over the years is a good way to just like play.
And then I'll swing.
play.
Oh yeah.
I don't have.
Sure.
Like I have
Back to
a lot
11?
of cards,
Yep.
but they're all only from the
Go.
past 5 sets or something.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I could do it yet, but it is awesome.
Yeah. I went through all my bulk like commons and stuff the other day. Pulled out about I spent like 4,000 cards. Just
Wow.
commons, just to. I guess I'll sell them, see if anyone's willing to buy them.
Well, Time Vault will take them for cheap.
Okay.
If
Read
you're
the
ever down
bones?
that way.
Yeah.
Scry 2.
You know, they give
Sure,
you
you
like
go ahead.
$200 for 1,000 or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Just went through recent sets, made sure I
Both
had
on the
place out of
bottom?
all the commons, and
Draw
dumped
2.
everything else in the box.
Okay.
Jacob has signed up. That's my oldest son. Has
Mhm.
signed up to teach his whole
Forest?
class how to play Magic.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
So we're gonna get out the commons and uncommons, build some
Disc.
dummy decks.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
I got a mulligan
Okay.
again.
Pass.
Let's do this.
Well, let's start
Good
with
luck this time.
Yep.
I'll attack for 5.
Good
No
mix
blocks.
of lands and spells.
Just some lands.
So I'm at
I
4.
have one land,
Yeah.
one tap land. The first one, keep.
Okay.
Scry.
I'll do
Bottom.
Alright. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Doctor, go.
Doctor
play
seems
Mirror
good.
Entity.
It's not bad. It's not
Okay.
bad.
And then I'll tap 3 and play Manivore,
Glory Bound. Go.
returning
Sure.
Ojite to my hand.
Looks familiar.
Very
Last
interesting.
game.
And I'll say go.
Mountain. Hamburgers.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Crew.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Draw and discard.
Mm-hmm.
Discard Coat of Arms.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Coat of Arms, naming goblins.
Disc.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
You
the
get
idea.
these two back.
Play land. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything funky that I want to do, so that's fine.
Spending 5
Yes. The draw 2
or
or 3.
no, you discard.
Oh.
You discard 2 cards.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Combat for 3. No
Sure.
reserves.
Black,
17.
Pass turn.
Bledsoe Champion,
Sure.
and go.
Go.
Combat,
6.
attacking for 6.
10.
Peaceful or Savant.
Mm-hmm. Tap for mana.
Sunken Hollow,
Only for creatures. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tap the crew.
Scavenging Ooze,
Sure.
And
pass.
go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my humans.
Oh, that makes human tokens. Attacking also.
Attacking, yep.
2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, no blocks.
Yep, okay.
I go to 10.
10. Post combat.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, and Pile Driver.
Yeah, I forgot what the Oblivion did, but I don't think it made a difference
Protection from
really.
blue. Good.
Do we need to
Alright,
destroy
that's my
it?
one color I'm not in.
No, but I
Yes.
When it attacks,
Make
it
me
gets +2
discard it.
+0 until end of
You
turn.
mean with the
For
Dark
goblins.
Apostle?
Got it.
No,
Go ahead.
with
Yeah, currently just a 1/2 with no abilities.
Oblivion.
Oh,
So.
I mean, I was trying to keep him from being
Yeah.
destroyed by bouncing him, but
yeah.
I mean, otherwise he would have been destroyed with the disc, so
Right.
it didn't really make a difference.
So that would be 1. So next turn that would be theoretically 7 again, plus 8, and you have no other goblins.
Yeah, it was an interesting game.
Yeah, potentially in for 10 next turn, so.
The disc was particularly effective against your enchantments.
Right. Yeah. In fact, I should probably sideboard. Speaking of, at least. I thought I had something to sideboard in. Yeah, I think just that. And I think
Okay.
I'll probably get rid of this junky little thing.
I'm gonna move to combat, swing and exert.
Yeah.
So you lose 4, I gain 4.
I will not block.
Oh, yeah,
And
they
then
play.
I
Yep.
will. Three for combat celebrant,
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I have to mulligan.
and say go.
I can keep.
That's the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Go to combat.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep and lose, or I
I'm
can
gonna
roll
loot.
and lose. So I'll
Mhm.
keep. It's right at the bottom.
Okay.
Go. Draw and discard.
Forest.
Sure.
Festival of Nascency.
Discard.
Pass.
Swap.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that
Go.
should be 10, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, yeah.
I go to 4.
4? Okay. Post combat.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain. Boltwing Marauder.
Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Scavenging Ooze. Pass.
Go.
Uh-oh.
Seems good.
Yeah, alright. Pass.
Combat. Attack for 2.
18.
Dark Imposter. Pass.
Have you used the ability yet?
No, he keeps on exiling it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I think he killed it and exiled it in the last game.
Not scary.
Combat.
4?
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Crack the Vessel. Reveal top 4.
Sure. And what do you get? You get to just take one? Or?
I get to take a land, planeswalker, enchantment, or creature.
Oh.
and then the others go in my
So
graveyard.
creature.
So it's going to be creature. I'm going to take. This.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play a forest.
Okay.
And an essence warden.
Sure.
And pass.
Go.
Combat.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and exile
Not winning this
my
race.
Splinter
I don't think.
Fright. Put a +1/+1 counter.
Sure, so
Gain
we're
a
at
life.
You go to 21. Yep.
I will play a swamp
Sure.
and pass.
So you do not currently have enough for Dark Imposter.
Correct.
But you might sometimes. Well, I'll play Fiend Hunter and exile it.
Okay.
You get one.
Oh, thank you.
And then I'll say go.
Sorry, Mason.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time. I'm wondering if it's fun living next to train tracks. It is.
I grew up like about this close to train tracks in my whole life. So like
I grew up too, and it's actually soothing to me. Like, because
Yeah.
I used to fall asleep at night to it.
Yeah, I don't wake up at all during the night.
Let's see. Nothing in your graveyard. Okay.
I can't do it. I don't think. So let's just try something.
Yeah.
Let's just
Combat.
do what we can do.
Attacking for 3.
It's always game
Sure,
three.
no, fine.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. Ankle Shanker.
Sure. That's card.
Never heard of it until
Oh,
tonight.
really? Yeah, cons of Dark here.
Swamp.
I don't really like the promo version, but it's foil, so
Moving to combat.
yeah, this should be interesting.
Swing
You're at
and exert
4.
Five.
Yeah.
5.
and swing,
Pass.
Right.
which untaps. But right now
Yeah, just
you have a 4/1 and a 2/2
right.
The
Yep.
Russian foremost.
death
Gain
touch
1.
first strikes.
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed. Go.
Yeah.
So it's double strike 2/2.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
give other
first strike,
warriors
death
double strike
touch.
on
Yeah,
his
that's
attacks.
Okay. So in the next combat you'll probably exert that. Okay. 8.
Sunken Hollow.
Sure.
Take 4.
Consign to return that to your hand.
Sure.
Alright, block him.
Combat.
Yep.
Attacking for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll take 2.
Yeah, I'll go to 2.
So you take 2.
11.
Spending
1
5.
to 11.
Have you discard
Trade.
2 cards.
First strike.
That's just fine.
Or
I'm not
Oh, yeah,
casting,
sorry,
I'm
it's
not
fine,
casting
yeah.
a lot of these.
yeah, I took 2.
I will.
And then these guys untap.
Right.
Now the real question is, do I move to a second combat? You don't have a flyer except the copter. If I move to a second combat, I can't kill you. You will take 6. I will gain 4 going to 8, but you will hit me for much more
Pass
than
turn.
that.
Yeah. It's 10 again.
I think that means I'm going to pass.
Okay. I think enough humans will get through that I should still have it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, I guess you have more attackers than I have blockers.
yeah, and
You only
I'll
need 1 to get through.
Nature's Way to kill the
To
English shaker.
fight. Yep.
Okay.
Good game.
Yeah, good game. Game
I was
3.
trying to see if I
Okay.
could get that
Go ahead.
through, and then I
that
also
was
had,
pretty close.
I also had the burst lightning, and I was
Okay.
like, okay, do I
And you
burst
get a life.
lightning? Can I get him low enough to burst
Yeah.
his face?
Yep.
Can I? Will I have enough mana?
Yeah.
I mean, if he copies himself, I'm just gonna concede.
Alright. Sure. I'll keep
Oh, I didn't see this card all night.
Oh, this is a very interesting hand.
I'll keep.
Yeah, I'll keep as well.
I will keep.
All right,
Go ahead.
then go.
Alright. Draw.
Swamp.
Yep.
Bloodsoak Champion.
Ooh, yeah.
Pass.
Mountain.
Go ahead.
Faithlessly.
Combat.
18.
Forest.
Discarding
Scavenging News.
Sure.
Tysis and
Planes. Ration
Mountain.
foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Double strike. Okay, so can give other warriors double strike.
But only
when
when
it
it
enters.
Vitu Ghazi.
Okay.
Sure.
It's the Mafia Guild Mage.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
No, go ahead.
Draw.
Go.
Three.
Rich card.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dark Impostor.
Sure.
Pass the turn.
Combat.
It's gotta go.
3. Yeah.
Mhm.
17.
It's got to go.
Pass.
Okay.
The games with you, I'm like not doing much with my graveyard at all.
Goblin Rabble
I
Master.
guess I return
Yeah.
a card.
Other goblins you control attack each turn if able. Beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 red goblin creature token with haste on its battlefield. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+0 for every. Yeah, so there's your goblin. Mm-hmm.
The Goblin, I assume you're just gonna jump it.
Yep.
Or not jump it, but just, yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Forced to attack.
Seems kind of a waste, but I'll do it anyway. I'll put Cartesian Solidarity there.
Okay.
Now he has first strike and double strike.
You can give your 1/1 double strike.
But yeah, so that
So-
I can give my 1/1 double strike.
Important.
So he's a 3/3. Double strike.
3/3 double strike.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care if I can't block. That is.
okay.
That's not very fun.
I'm going to
That is not very fun.
tap
All right, I'm taking 6.
3.
Sure.
Okay, I'll say no.
4. Sorry. For Harmonize, draw 3 cards.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Spend. Let's see here. What should I do?
Land for turn.
And I'm going to block.
Move to combat.
Sure.
Swing for 3.
Yep. Take it. 14.
I think I should do this.
Pass the
first.
turn.
Okay.
Spending 3.
Sure.
Read the bones.
Sure.
Scry 2.
Yeah. And you go to 12.
2 in the bottom.
Okay.
Draw 2.
We'll go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin.
Combat.
4.
Mm-hmm. No blocks. Go to
Okay.
16.
Attack.
No blocks. I'll go to 14.
Goblin Pile Driver.
Yeah, what's he do?
Pro
Force.
blue.
Protection
Mhm.
Plus
for
2,
blue.
so for each other attacking goblins.
Pass.
Oh, just like him, +2/+0. Or +1/+0.
Pretty similar, yeah.
For each other.
Okay.
This is going to get out of hand, isn't it?
Yep, all the goblins.
All right.
The whole warren of
Little
goblins
combat.
coming at you.
Yeah.
Attack with both. I'll give him double
Yeah.
strike.
No blocks.
So you take 8.
Yep.
Going to 4.
Yeah.
Whoa. Todd, when did you become an aggro deck?
Yeah. Well, I haven't
Double
have
strike.
a warrior out with that guy, so I'll say go.
Can you visit it?
You're at
Moving to combat.
14.
14.
6.
Yeah, I'll take it. 8.
Combat.
Mm-hmm.
Attacking for 2.
Yeah, I will take it. I'll go to 12.
Okay. Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Black. White.
Familiar.
Green.
Familiar. Games
Siege
you like.
Rhino.
Yeah.
Seems
3
good.
3. 19. 5.
And
Pass.
pass.
Be risky.
Okay. Planes.
Alright. Mono Mountains.
Oh, when you get to draw a card when he dies.
Hellrider.
Oh. I like does stuff.
That does stuff.
Whenever
yeah.
a creature you control attack, it deals 1 damage to the
Go to
defending player.
combat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I'll take
you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage
Well,
from Hellrider.
The 4 damage from Hellrider. The goblin I get does not trigger
Block.
Hellrider because it
Draw
comes in
card.
attacking,
Yep.
so it's not declared.
Okay.
So yeah, that doesn't trigger that.
Okay.
So I'll get 3 off
Yeah.
of Hellrider. And then
Play
we got
Fairy
1,
Artisans.
2, 3,
Two flyer.
4,
The-
5. Okay, let's go ahead and
When
we'll
you
do the
play
math.
a
when we do
token
it.
creature,
Alright,
I get a copy
combat.
of it, except it's an artifact.
Okay.
And whenever I
Or-
cast another one, it,
It replaces
replaces.
that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
No, I will trigger that. Yeah. Sorry,
So-
I was thinking a different card. So
Okay.
yeah, this will. So yeah, take 5 to start with.
So I'll take 5 from those.
Right.
Okay,
Not
taking me to
alright.
14.
And then, so he's a 4/2, and he
Spending
is a
3.
5/2. Or no, oh no, sorry,
Somewhere
I
else.
said it wrong. He gets plus 3, so he's a
Delivery.
5/2.
Familiar.
Yeah, because he
Gain
gets
6
1,
life.
2, 3.
Nice.
So he's a 5, 2.
12.
He is a 7/2. Ugh,
Okay.
jeez.
Spend the
So,
forest.
Yep.
So 2, 4, 6, yeah. So
Filigree
7,
familiar,
2, 5,
gaining
2.
2
So that's
14.
12, 13, 14.
And these
15,
will make
16,
copy of Filigree
17.
Familiar and D&G.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, and it's an artifact
lethal.
too.
That's lethal.
That's
Good to see
lethal.
Rhino.
Good point. I will just use this to beat Filigree.
I'm just gonna assume the big guy.
Well-
I won't make too many assumptions.
Yeah, so
And
no, I'm actually going
pass.
to. Let's see, so that's 7,
Seven,
that's 5,
five.
so that's 12,
Twice.
13, 14. Yeah, I gotta do the big guy.
I'll go
Cool.
combat.
Sure.
Sure.
Big dude.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Attack with
That's
both these guys. It's a
10.
flyer.
2/2 flyer.
So that's 3.
Block.
Okay.
This we decided was
So you draw a
5, so that's
card,
8, 9,
you
10.
take
Yeah.
2, going to 12.
So I go
Okay.
4.
Sounds good. 4 to 5. All right. Yeah, pass the turn.
3 and play
I
Banishing
think, I
Land.
think you just win. That wasn't,
I think so.
That wasn't enough. But nothing really I can do.
I think so, but just for
Yep.
a little overkill,
Yep.
how about charging launch sword?
Sure. Yep.
Go.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered too much anyways.
Right.
Alright. Yeah, I had kind of a slow hand. I had Krenko, which could have pumped out more goblins, but it
Oh,
was too slow.
Krenko gets out of control,
Yeah,
but you had slow mana too.
too slow.